Hi everyone, welcome to week 14 of our Comp 2 class. As with last week's assignments, you'll be practicing citations, this time works cited entries, and providing and receiving peer feedback on your work. For this week's peer review, remember to focus specifically on citations. Citations are a major part of writing Project 3, and it is imperative that you are crafting them correctly. If you've been struggling with in-text citations and works cited entries thus far, this is the week to get them under control. Be sure to seek advice from your peers or the reference librarians or me or the Writing Center. You have lots of resources available to you, as well as your textbook. Your textbook has a really good section on MLA that will show you, everything you need to know in order to properly cite sources. You should have Writing Project 3 nearly completed at this point. Keep in mind that every paragraph that you finish is one less that you have to worry about. Success in this stage of the writing process is all about time commitment. Keep an eye on your schedule. Note when you have time to work on things and when you don't. Take stock of that kind of thing, and you should be on the right path. Lastly, peer reviews can have a huge impact on your overall grade. Get MLA citation style feedback from your discussion board posts. Any clarity, citation, or editing issues that you can weed out now will help your final grade later on. For step 1, we have some readings from the field guide for you to take a look at. First, we have chapter 31 in the 5th edition, which is Assessing Your Own Writing. And then you should also glance at the chapter on getting response and revising, which is chapter 32 in the 5th edition. And then as I just mentioned, your book has a good MLA section. It's chapter 54 in the 5th edition. It's called MLA Style. In step 2, you're going to practice creating a works cited page. Now that your essay is mostly complete, it's time to ensure your works cited entries match MLA citation guidelines in order to give proper credit to the original author and allow readers to easily retrace your research steps to verify your fair use of the source material. First, you should skim the chapter on MLA. Hopefully you did that for step 1. Next, choose your top 4 sources from Writing Project 3 and write a works cited entry for each. Be sure your entries follow the format discussed in the textbook for that specific type of source. If your sources were found via the library's research database, citations are often available for you to copy. You could also use any number of citation tools or generators available to you online. I will offer a word of caution though. In my own experience, those citation generators are not always accurate. So I'm fine if you use them, just make sure that they are actually correct. I prefer to just do MLA citations by hand myself. That way I know for sure that I'm doing them correctly. For step 3, you should review the Writing Project 3 assignment sheet. This is just a good kind of habit to get into. Always go back and take a look at the assignment instructions before submitting your final draft. For step 4, and now this is optional, you can review a sample MLA formatted essay. We have a sample first page of a paper right here. And you can also take a look at this video, which will show you how to format a paper in MLA using Microsoft Word. Step 5 is also optional. You can review the Columbus State Library MLA Citations Library Guide. This site, if you click on this, it'll take you to the site, provides you with instructions on how to properly cite sources for the works cited page, how to create in-text citations, how to format your research essay, and how to evaluate and use citation generators. So a lot of good, useful information for you here. In step 6, you're going to finalize Writing Project 3. If you haven't already, I imagine some of you are already done at this point. And of course, if you need to get in touch with me, please do so. I'll help you out as best as I can. And we have some reminders here about what your essay needs to be doing, some of the requirements. In step 7, you're going to post to the discussion board. Your first post is due by 11:59 on Thursday. You should post the complete draft of your paper. And once you have posted it, I'd like you to write 2 to 3 paragraphs about how your research and drafting process has gone and what questions you have for your peers. Your second post is going to be due on Saturday. For that, you should read through your classmates' papers and look at a number of citations on each page. Do they have enough research cited? Should they add or delete any? Oh, I should go back and say, I don't think I mentioned this. You're going to be responding to 2 peers' papers. And so this is going to feel very similar to the other peer review process that we've done so far. If you'd like to help more than just 2 people, go for it. That would be a great thing for you to do, but I'm only asking that you respond to 2 people. Next, check the formatting on each citation. Do they include a clear source introduction, or also referred to as a lead-in or a signal phrase? Do they properly quote or paraphrase? Do they include a correct citation? Next, read their works cited page. Do you see each of their sources listed in the paper? Check formatting for each works cited entry. Do they need to do any editing to make it correct? Then make any other comments you have for each writer. These things can be about the argument, the writing style, editing things. Most of the peer review is going to focus on citations, but these last 2 bullet points here are for you to add any other feedback that you feel you need to. So the last one is answer any other questions your peers asked regarding their work. Once you have received that feedback, I would take a look at the chapters on assessing your own writing and getting responses and revising. That will kind of guide you through what to do with the information that you've received from your peers. It will help you revise and edit your drafts that's ready to submit. For step 8, you're just going to submit all the writing that you completed for step 2, which was the practice citations that you did. And then for step 9, you're going to submit your final draft of writing project 3. I believe that is it for this week. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns.